And how do you think they benefited from what you all were doing?
They weren't really taught any ways to deal with their anger or emotions other than, kind of in like like a physical way,
Mhm.
So anger is a secondary emotion. And so we kind of explained how it's typically something underneath that's like then causing this, and so how to like figure out what that is, and then techniques for like your heart starts racing or like sweaty palms, like when you should know that you should probably take a step back and take some breaths so that they aren't immediately getting into fights with other people over minor things, just like how to tell, like how to know themselves and know when they should take a step back.
And it sounds like with what you're saying that it helped improve behaviors in the jail.
Yeah.
Because of what the program manager was saying to you about how seeing you guys and the connection between getting into trouble less often. Tell us about who these kids are.
Some of them had kids, when they were still kids, and it seemed like a lot of the time when they had questions, they had girl problems and they wanted to know, what should I do? She's saying this. And I mean, there were just regular kids with like
Oh, typical kids. That's exactly right.
yeah,
That's exactly
regular
right.
kids with like regular teenage problems,
Yeah.
just general stuff where they, had people on the outside, but they didn't know how to speak with them, like what they should say. They didn't want to make anything worse for them.
What was the age range of these children?
Well, when they're 18, they get moved upstairs to the adults. So it was 17. I think the youngest person was 15.
Okay.
Um,
Wow.
so they're all about the same
Yeah.
same age.
Can you talk about like what led to the book drive, what that was, and what the outcome was?
Yeah, so for the book drive, that kind of got started because the jail has a cart of books that goes around, and I guess there aren't very many books and not that big of a quality, and all of them are old. Like we were talking to them about like what they wanted to know about, and a lot of them were just saying like they wanted to get, more education, because even after you get your GED in there, you still just keep going to GED class. So some of them have been through multiple cycles of a full like GED curriculum. And so they were just saying like they wanted to do more for you. So we were able to get books donated and so that everybody could have, like, it was their personal property, like not property of the jail. Like we were able to get them all a few of the same books. And so we put donation boxes up at the College of Social Work, and like there were no books, and then I came back like a day or two later and the box was full and there was like a book stacked up next to it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was just amazed.
So
Like around 270, 280, like nearly 300
wow.
books.
Of all the things that you all did, which you guys did a lot of great things in the Leon County Detention Center. What do you think was most helpful for the children?
To me, it just seemed like getting to see people near their age who spoke to them and interacted with them like they were people
Yes.
was just the highlight of like every time we saw them.
Yep.
One of us used like a big word, and one of the boys was like, I want to talk like that. And so I started, every time we went in, I had like, it was like 100 words to know, it was like, I want to talk like you guys do with those words. And I'm like, I can make that happen.
So they got to see people that were just a little bit older than them who truly cared about them as people. So sounds like you were a mentor, you were a teacher, and you allowed them to feel a sense of normalcy being 15 or 16 years old. Do you think this project ultimately helped our Tallahassee community?
I think so. I mean, we had 15 to like 18 boys. And so essentially that's 15 to 18 families, in the community that like we were helping to support. And so I think that helping them in turn like helps their families. And then we're talking about a lot of families in the community. So I know that we helped the boys. So
yeah,
hopefully that assistance that we gave them showed and assisted their families as well.